Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's dive right into the analysis here. And overall, the market continues to churn higher here. I've seen a lot of angry comments. Some people are messaging me through email letting me know my analysis is invalid and I should get out of the longs and get into shorts. Not sure why. But overall, I don't really care because our analysis is correct. And right now, we've been following the Dow Jones, SPY, Triple Qs, and IWM, tracking a lot of indices as well. And to me, this looks like we're coming out of here and possibly a first impulse out. Looking quite good so far when we look at the daily. Getting some green candles here. Nice update today in the SPY. I don't have any positions in the SPY or Triple Qs or IWM at the moment. My main position is in the Dow Jones, which is the best performing one right now. And you guys can tell, did not break my level. And that's why we held this position. And right now, I posted it inside the Discord. We are currently up very nicely in this position. I think the DIA one is performing very well. I'm not gonna click on this picture here because there's some open positions that are in the negative, and I don't want to give non-paying members, the free trades. Only paying members get access to my posts. But overall, we continue to go up, and rightfully so, and their analysis is correct, and it's going back up, and people who are too bearish too quickly are getting blown up right now. Let's take a look at the triple Qs. Triple Qs pushing back into this resistance here. It really does look like we could have struck a low, and this X wave could continue to push up and turn into an invalidation with a wave 2 being in. But this is how bullish the market could be, and I get it. That but the bear case, in my opinion, I think we need to go higher before we get any major top in place. And look, this is my triple Q target. It's around 470 and 500, right? And like I said, I got kicked out of a few bear discords the other day. I was just trying to post an analysis. They said 435 was a top and it was imminent reversal, and then it was 440, and now it's 441. And then now it's down from 441 a little bit. I think it's like 441 and 2 cents. But what happens when if we gap open tomorrow? Well, then that's the next high. I mean, we could keep going on and on and on, right? To me, I think we need a melt up move, a blow off top. We need to get the bearish money into the long side. We need them to capitulate and close out, and that's probably what's going to cause this whole run up. Is just a short squeeze to the max, and then and only then will we get a breakdown in this market. And it's kind of funny because they keep saying no, not gonna happen, never gonna happen, but it's happening, right? We're continuing to push up. When I check market cipher here, it's showing a possible B wave, right? Or to me, I see it as an X, like on the triple Qs. But if we take out the peak on the SPY, which is not far away at this point, we're 1.17% away. At that point, you're just extending the fifth wave, and this is what I have it, or not have it, but I see this extending higher in an elongated. To me, it's a Y, but they're calling it a fifth. But whatever, it's just an extended wave higher. So I think we have higher to go. First indication of a break higher is that we're already starting to break this RSI here just a little bit, not too much, not a crazy amount. Can adjust this RSI downtrend line here just a little bit. Okay. Well, if I do it from here, then we're not breaking it just yet. But the triple Qs have already broken it, so that's my first sign that this market's trying to push higher. Dow Jones has broken higher as well. And then let me see the IWM. The IWM has broken higher, retested, and pushed higher as well. So yeah, I think this X wave, or sorry, this WXY is unlikely now. I think the more likely case is that you're just going to continue to push higher. But yeah, let's take a look at the SPY. Let's see the daily time frame. No significant selling yet. right? Nothing on daily or the larger time frames. And then on top of that, you got a 3-day green cross signaling a low in the market. So if you think you're smarter than the market, you're not, right? And you can either learn that the hard way, or you could just learn it the easy way and watch these videos, right? But yeah, I mean, to me, I think there's too much negative sentiment out there. I'm watching a lot of other YouTubers post analysis. There's not too many bulls. I'm looking for bearish analysis as well, and it's the same old stuff, right? We're gonna crash at any moment, but to me, I think there's still a lot of potential in this market for it to go a little bit higher, and I'm not even like looking for that many longs on the SPY and the triple Qs. I'm looking for the Hang Seng and the Chinese stocks. I was longing around here, right? I was looking for longs inside the Discord, and we're performing well, right, in our portfolio. We're in the yin and Baba leverage trades, right? BABX, right, which is a 2 times leverage trade on Alibaba. That one's starting to moon up. It's continuing to push higher. We hit some resistance the other day, nice little pullback, but it's got higher to go. Same thing for gold and silver. We're long the GDX, which, by the way, the GDX popped today. So this is to me, this is now invalidating this X wave. I can no longer make 3 waves out of this. To me, well, I mean, you could if you want to do this as an ABC. But you take out this peak and you're getting ready to run higher into wave 3, right? And that's going to be really, really, really bullish for gold and silver, which, by the way, gold and silver are just running up here. We hit our buy area, and then we started reversing from there. So this double correction, this did not happen and is not happening, not going to happen. And now you're impulsing out. You're impulsing out, and you could get into really, really big short squeeze territory once you cross the $30 mark. A lot of institutions are short silver, and you could see a very big blow up in the silver price. And I'm long lots of silver names in my long-term portfolio. You should be too. Not financial advice, but you do what you think is best. I think it's best to be long these precious metal names. This is what you see though in a late stage cycle top. You see the precious metals start to perform extremely well, and that's probably a sign that we're gonna take our profits once we see this big run up in silver and in gold. And I think this is the final rally that we're gonna get, not like the final and that's it, we're never gonna go back up, before we get a major correction in silver, gold, all equities, right? Energy, everything will correct. And maybe that's because there was a recession comes, and I don't know, maybe inflation comes back and they're cutting rates and everyone starts to panic and they finally fumble and raise rates. Who knows? But overall, yields collapsed today. Another thing we've been tracking, yields are coming down. DXY finishing up in a wave 2 here. Now should be pulling back sharply, and it started the move today. So this looks like the move is done, and now you're getting ready for the wave 3, which is the meltdown in the dollar. Not necessarily the wave 3 of like the larger pattern, but potentially the first leg down. And if this ends up holding as support around this upsloping trend line that I can draw right here, you have an upsloping trend line here. If it ends up holding as support here, and we get a sharp move back up, this is a different pattern. Or you could have this upsloping trend line here as well, which I think would be more significant as support. So if this one doesn't hold and you go all the way down to this level, I would actually have a secondary pattern that I'll draw for us then. But all it shows is that it's just going to bounce back and forth until that larger move down comes, which is also going to help equities. So yeah, markets are pushing higher today. I'll finish up my analysis on the SPY. But yeah, right now, the SPY needs to pull back. I think or should pull back unless it wants to keep impulsing up. So let's just take a look at the smaller time frame analysis, like 45-minute. Okay, so there you go. So now you're inside of your first wave here, or your final wave. So you got your 1, your 2, and then your 3, and then 4, and then 5. So now you're finishing up the 5th wave with bearish divergence. So this should end at any moment, but it can continue to push higher, right? It could just keep going. And if you take out this peak on the RSI, then you're just extending the 3rd wave, and then you're just going 4s and 5s from there on forth. But you're just gonna do a 1-2, and then it didn't continue to push up. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. 1-2 setup, and then you're just going to keep pushing higher and higher and higher, and then you'll finish up with matching 3s and 4s, 4s and 5s up here. But yeah, we are in the longer term sell area. Don't get me wrong. I will be bearish when the time comes, but I don't think it's just yet. Could we get a reversal here? Yeah, we could. You play your cards right. Daily looks like it's set up to do so. A 4-hour. It looks like it's finishing up here as well, but it's extending in a wave 3, so it could just continue to push up really. And you take out, like I said, you take out these pivots here, you could get really, really bullish really quickly. And yeah, let me see. The daily today was actually not that bullish. Let's check the new candles. Okay, looking a lot better here. Green money flow still there. Green money flow still there. 4-hour. Got green money flow looking good for an impulse higher. Yeah, so I think we should continue higher. But I mean, we'll probably get one down day, and then which is the wave 2 that I'm talking about right now. And then everyone's gonna get very upset that I'm saying we're very bullish. But all this is gonna be is a potential buying opportunity if this holds, and then we'll push on higher. But yeah, markets should remain bullish. There's lots of problems in the economy, but they're not. The Fed and the government doesn't want to show that yet. And when they do, it's probably going to be when everyone, even the bears, are bullish, and we'll see only a few long-term bulls starting to get out of the market, and then we'll get this massive reversal and a B-wave top, and then that will mark the cycle high, and then we'll pull down. We'll pull down from there. And even then, I could be wrong, right? What if we just push up higher and if we go past this level? Then I have to redraw everything. But that's what I see for now. And weekly looks okay, right? We want to look at the longer time frames, and the weekly is printing a green dot right now with a -5 and a 16 on the dual band strength index. You got increasing green money flow, right? You don't have decreasing green money flow. You have increasing. So that's important to know. We could be in something like this here, where we got a big pullback on the momentum wave, and then we got a green dot here, and preceded by a significant rally of like 10% in the SPY, which from here, another 10% would bring us to 572, which is near the higher bound of my range. And then you get a top out, right? Then you get bearish divergence on weekly. And then let me just check the historical chart on the daily time frame. Yeah, so you kept pushing higher, you dip down, and then made your top, and then you rolled over. This right here was your short signal, right? When you came back down, you bounced, but you had so much diminishing green money flow, and you crossed, and then it was all over, right? And then you entered the red, and then all this bearish news, high interest rates came out, and this is when the market melted down, right? And everything kind of fell apart. Okay, all right. let's cover some individual names to wrap this up. I know this is just like a bull rant, but I want people to know what could be potentially happening here. Yeah, there we go. So today we pulled back in the deeper 4. And now we're coming back out in the 5th wave, so yields are coming back down. I think we'll make a little bit of a lower low, and then we'll get probably a deeper pullback in a wave 2, and then this first impulse will be done. Then we'll look for a buying opportunity, or well, actually, sorry, where we are already in TMF and TLT, where we are long this from the lows. And we'll be looking to maybe add or start a new position, or I'll just give you guys where I think this is going to reverse, and then the yields should continue to push higher. Sorry, the bonds should continue to push higher, which means yields should potentially continue to go lower. All right, let's take a look at ROKU. So ROKU didn't do much today, but we're still looking for a significant bottom. Still needs more work, but it is showing some good signs of strength here. Let's take a look at Hood. I took a look at Hood the other day. Let me see earnings. We'll take a look at Robinhood. So I'm not sure what my analysis. I'm pretty sure I said that Hood should pop up in a B and then come down. So that's, I don't want to toot my own horn, but yeah, that's sort of what played out here. We gapped higher in a B wave and then started to sell off. So to me, Robinhood looks like it's finished and it needs to come back down in a C leg. And this is the pristine setup. You know, you should have just shorted at the open, and then there you go. That's a trade that really played out there. I didn't take it, but you know, that's what someone asked for, some analysis. I provided it. ARM should continue to push lower in the fifth wave. I don't think it had any. It did have earnings. It did have earnings, and it gapped down, but it rallied up into the gap down. So we'll see what comes out of it. Let's take a look at the SMH actually. So the SMH, struggling a little bit here, just consolidating. Could be, you know, 1-2 set up inside of wave 3, but we'll just monitor it for now. Don't really have any trades in it. Let me cover Affirm, AFRM. Some people really like me when I take a look at Affirm. So yeah, there you go. Wave 2 is in, and now you're impulsing out. So looking good so far. So you got your first wave 1, and then you're gonna pull back into 2, and then it's 1s and 2s from there on forth, and then you're inside of and then hopefully you buy on this pullback on wave 2, because then you should be in a 3 of 3 moment. Okay. Let me take a look at Tesla. So Tesla is getting pretty close to our buy area. I want to see it go a little bit lower. But you know, we could have truncated and may not have hit this buy area. So, you know, there's no guarantees, but I'll look to get into a position if we can enter the buy zone, and then we should instantly reverse, or not instantly, but you know, pretty soon we should start to reverse out of it. Let's take a look at Mara and crypto equivalents. So Mara, you know, not really doing too much today. It was down 2.5%. Bitcoin is up today though, which is interesting. But Mara should enter the sell area here between 21.64 to like $25. This is your sell area. You should finish up the move. It could also be just consolidating. I really like this short opportunity once it gets into this area, but I'll let you guys know if I get into a short position or not, because I do believe Bitcoin still has one final move higher, which I'll talk about a little bit now. But if you wanted to get my crypto analysis, you should just follow my my crypto YouTube channel. So this is what I'm tracking right now for Bitcoin. Is we hit this buy area, rightfully so. Correct again. We reversed out of it. This system works. Now we should be in this wave 1, pull back in wave 2, and then 3, 4, you know, 3s and 4s after that. So wave 3 hopefully will take us higher and punch through all this resistance and hit the major sell area between 82,000. And even with Bitcoin going that high, it's very possible the miners really don't do much. And then once Bitcoin crashes back down, we get a larger leg lower, which causes the miners to implode and go into this bigger sell area. So, I mean, we'll see how everything plays out. But overall, I'm still very bullish on the crypto market. But the crypto miners may just be a longer term hold, a longer term buy, right? You may have to hold this for a longer period of time before you see your return on your money again, right? So, anyways, let's cover a few more things. And I'll wrap things up. AAPL. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah. Apple. So Apple looks like wave 4 is in. Now you're finishing up the 5th wave inside your first impulse higher. So this is looking really good, shaping up really well. And yeah, I mean, now you're gonna just finish up with bearish divergence, and then you'll be set for a nice little pullback on Apple, and then another buying opportunity, right? And Apple should be set to go higher. This longer term reversal zone was it, and then I posted this after Apple broke my low. You had a secondary longing opportunity, and this was it right here at 165. Now Apple's at 184, right? And if you want to sit there and be angry because you're short and you want to be very negative on the market and bearish, but you should see how this system works. And this is what provides longer, like, good buying zones. And if you do go below them, then you stop out. But instant reversal right away from here. Let's cover a few more things. Let's go take a look at, I think there was someone that asked me to check PayPal. I'll take a look at PayPal. Yeah, so PayPal, look what PayPal did. PayPal came back down in our buy zone, and instant reversal. Like, you could go back on the videos. I don't know when I did this, probably around April, right? Early April. Say we're in this B wave coming down in the C leg. Once we get into this area, should be a buy zone, right? And then boom, massive reversal out. 14% pump. Now you're just inside another 1-2, right? So you're just inside another 1-2, and you should continue to push higher. So there you go. You're just continuing to do 1-2 setups because PayPal is very bullish now. Let's take a look here. Yeah, could have finished today. Now you're just impulsing out. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. If you really want to learn how to trade like this, come join the Discord. The link's in the description. This is a free one. The paid members obviously get access to my portfolio, my trades. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.